Good evening wherever you are on this most pleasant evening. There has been a clamour to get inside the ground tonight for a much-anticipated game. The roads outside of the stadium have been bumper to bumper with traffic. The car parks are full. There is a torrent of humankind making its way from the nearby station, and we expect every seat to be filled. An atmosphere of great expectation and excitement. Certainly this is a very, very impressive venue. Quite a sight to behold. Two high-profile, high-caliber teams. This is a welcome event for all these supporters.
Well, get ready for some high-grade football, Peter. Two strong teams, as you say, full of wonderful individual talent. And we have every right to anticipate some really entertaining football. As to whether we'll see a high-scoring contest, that's a little harder to predict. I'm not complaining, though, because there are good players everywhere you look around this surface, and that's a fine start in itself.
If you're just joining us, we are already on the way. Who do you, Jim, see making a difference here?
Yeah, Kylian Mbappe. There's nothing more frightening for a defender when he's running at you at full speed. He gets into his stride so quickly and seems to just glide across the turf. But when the goal's in front of him, he's also got that cool head that's required to pick a spot and finish everything off.
I think the opposition defence agree too. He's going to be the source of so many of their headaches. Oh, good interception.
Mbappe really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Can't get the better of his opposite number. Dembele going through. Now it's Benzema. Mohamed Salah. Keeper's got good distance on that. Tries to get it forward quickly. McTominay. Ricardo Pereira has got himself a free kick. It's been intercepted, and that will come to nothing.
This game is in need of some excitement. It needs help, and it's down to the creative and striking talent to up their game and give this crowd something to cheer about. Just to point out, Peter, that the fullbacks are quite high.
And what do they try to achieve?
Well, it's obviously a move to push the opposition wide men back and give them more to think about.
Has a pop! Goal! There is the breakthrough! The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
That's always a great sight, you know, on a football pitch. Nimble-footed, show great balance and a really cool head to finish. And that kind of dribbling is really smart.
A 1-0 lead established.
Yeah, this is also a chance to see what happens to their level of concentration from here.
Forward it goes. McTominay drives it forward. It's Dembele. Benzema gets good distance on it. That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. And no surprise, that's a booking. And he's there to clear it. Benzema. Battles to win it back. A real chance to break. That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Dembele. Lovely bit of skill there. Regardless of the outcome, it is good to see someone running at the defence like that. Doesn't get the pass he's looking for. He acknowledges that he should have come up with something better there.
Yeah, the idea was right, the delivery wasn't. They can revisit that further on.
Just brushed off the ball there. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Benzema, who has made his impact already. Benzema hits that long. Oh, that's nice. And it's Dembele. Real chance! They've scored! And with that goal comes comfort. Simplicity itself.
Yeah, I really can't say enough as to how good the final ball was. It took the defence out of the equation for that split moment, and the damage was all done.
We hit half-time. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Well, it's looking pretty straightforward, Peter. They've got themselves into a very good position, so why dither from here when they can repeat their first half success with another show of strength?
The second half gets underway.
Well, this half might require them to produce a plan A, B and C. Levelling the score is easier said than done, but that will be the target. Get back on terms and then use that momentum to go again.
Ricardo Pereira tried to play it through.
That just required a bit more oomph to reach its target.
Mohamed Salah, over to the left. And the shot! He's missed, but not by that far.
A more than decent attempt, Peter.
Ricardo Pereira. A bit of penetration to go with all this possession. Rodri hoists it forward. And here's Dembele. Mohamed Salah. It's a brilliant interception. It's a throw. McTominay. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Well, he knows very well that he is already walking a tightrope. Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. Well, the referee's seen the board and he's going to allow a double change to go ahead now. Benzema. Towering header! They are rampant! And they are cruising away. What a super header, dispatched beautifully.
Well, as contact goes, that was tremendous, and it helped him to direct it exactly where he wanted into that net. I think when it comes to the aerial department, this fella is definitely no slouch.
3 without reply. This is becoming a stroll. Rodri. Benzema. Out to the left it goes. McTominay. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. Defender's on the back foot. Well, that had to be more accurate. And it's Salah. Ball through needs to be good here. Shapes to shoot! And that has been cleared. And now the breakaway. Gets it back. Hakimi. Oh, Mbappe! And the ball's come out. He's not played the ball, that's a foul. Merino. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Granit Xhaka. Oh, he's in! Oh, well defended, that had to be done. And it's played forward. Oh, that's clearly not what he wanted to do. That's a throw. McTominay. Xhaka, now the counter. Rodri. Ricardo Pereira. Rodri. And they win it back again. Merino could move up a gear here. Lewandowski. It's Lewandowski. And time is up. Out-muscled, out-manoeuvred, outwitted. They just couldn't find any way into the game, and they are comprehensively beaten. Your reflections then, Jim?
It's a poor result. They offered very little goal threat, and it's the kind of unproductive performance that can drain confidence pretty quickly. At the business end, they just can't close the deal.
Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you. Well, a very good evening to you on what is pretty close to an ideal evening for football. There is barely a cloud evident. The world and his wife have gone to great lengths to be here for a match of great consequence and massive interest. Has a pop! He's scored!
Listen, scoring early doesn't guarantee you anything, but the first goal is always important, and that's a terrific opening.
He was urged to shoot, and
by some smart running and movement. That's already something to admire, but how about the pass? Just wonderful. Loved it.
well, that has certainly made things interesting. Chance! It's in! Great reactions in front of goal. He just saw what was on.
Well, as they say, Peter, if you don't speculate, you won't accumulate. And we've just witnessed a player who was rewarded for his willingness to take a risk, as cunning as it comes.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
He's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
And it would take something pretty special to beat. He's trying the shot. Tries to get it clear. That is Conte. Foden with good energy in defence as well.
Well, they say that your front lads should be that first line of stopping the opposition, and I think he's taken it to another level with his desire to get back and help everyone out.
Good idea, just poorly executed. Just ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Some clever movement up front.
Yeah, they're playing with it.
That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. It's not taking him long, and that's going to be a booking. Alvaro Tejero. Dele Alli. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. So midway through the first half, and it is a tight old tie. Back into the middle. Decent strike, kept it fizzing low.
Well, crucially, he ensured that the shot was kept low, and it nearly came off.
Alvaro Tejero. He goes long. Well played, he saw that coming. Foden. He's pinged one through here. He's had a look. Oh, well played. He needed to get that right. Has he picked him out? Cut out in the nick of time. Forward it goes. Goes for goal! And he's there to make a great save.
Oh, that's a sparkling save. Absolutely sparkling. His reflexes were ultra-sharp.
Saka spreads it towards the left. Dele Alli. Needed a better pass there. Gets wrestled off the ball. Oh no, that's not the ball he wanted. Saka decides to play it back. Going through. And help's available out wide. Kante plays it forward. Alexander-Arnold. It's got Hazard hits! And yes, it's there! Into the lead once more. Simplicity itself.
Yeah, it looks simple, Peter, but it requires intelligent use of space and good understanding to pull it off.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Played out to the right, and it's got through. Whistle for half-time. So a really good half of football, 3 goals and just one separating them.
It's kind of a hard one to call, Peter, isn't it? I mean, from what we've seen so far, both sides have provided ample evidence that they can add more goals, and I'm sure their respective managers have reminded them that the next one will be pretty crucial. So it's going to be interesting to see how the teams come out for the next period. Well, we've had plenty to go on in that first half, Peter, and it's a fragile lead that could quite easily change hands in the second. If you like your football unpredictable, I think you're at the right match.
Very little in it. The score at half-time is 2 goals to 1. We're promptly into the second 45 minutes. Tar. And it's played forward. Questions were asked, but he's given the answers. Saka hoists it forward. Foden. Chance! Oh, taken with style! And with that goal comes comfort!
Oh, look, the keeper didn't know whether he was coming or going in the end, and he just got lost.
So the lead now is 2.
Look, it's a whole different ball game now, Peter, and it's a test of how they manage affairs from here.
Shoots! No messing about, just bludgeoned away. That's a throw. Alvaro Tejero. Oh, what a ball! Tries to get it forward quickly. Turns and goes back. Tries to get it forward quickly. Dele Alli. Conte. Cuts it out. Forward pass. Oh, well intercepted, really alert to the danger. Saka. Saka. Looking to break out here. Oh, sweet feet. It's a loose ball. Tries to dink it in. Crunching tackle. He came in hard, very hard. He's left his man. Defender's on the back foot. The ball needed to be better there. It's a wasted chance. He's in! Has a pop! Yes! And they are pulling clear here.
Looking back at that, that's how you play on the counter. Quick and decisive and ruthless with the finish. I thought it was a stunning, stunning breakaway.
He's made it 2, and no doubt he's hungry for more. Have got changes here, from both sides in fact. So now the difference is 3. Gets away from his... and the shot! No mistake! Players ecstatic, fans delirious. This is utopian.
Well, you know, thinking about that, I think they perfected that on the training ground because it took them seconds to get the ball from back to front. And they really commit forward in numbers too. It was all very well drilled.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
Well, the instruction from the manager would have been, go on and make yourself a nuisance and see if you can snatch a goal. Mission accomplished.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Mane. He's made sure that that won't get through. To the keeper and go again. And the referee brings it to a close. A demolition, destruction, annihilation. They simply ran away with it. Would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Well, if ever there was a good tone setter for a football match, that was it. First minutes, first shot, first goal, and it set them up.
That's it for tonight's match. So it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me and to wish you all a very good evening. Well, good evening to you and welcome on this most perfect evening for a game of football. Conditions are absolutely splendid and the folk of this town have come out in their droves for this match. Why wouldn't they? It is an ideal circumstance for what could be an ideal game. Everybody has been attracted to it. It has been the talk of the town and the buses have been packed, double-decker buses lining up outside. Coaches have carried thousands of away supporters here too, and all of it adds up to make a terrific and crackling atmosphere. The match, I think, will be quite a spectacle. It is a venue this which simply adds to the spectacle of the game it stages. One of the most impressive arenas in this part of the world. A mouth-watering game this between two very high-quality sides. A treat for everybody here.
Well, under normal circumstances, this is a massive matchup, and I'm not totally in agreement with the view that friendlies tend to take the edge away. In my experience, if the opposition go at it full tilt, then you have to reciprocate. We'd like to see excitement and be entertained, but if it does go down the serious route, there'll still be lots to enjoy.
If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. Oh, some tackle that. Oh, he's taken out, that'll be a foul. Well, you might think he got off lightly, it is just a verbal warning. Goalkeeper's done supremely well to deal with that. Goalkeeper's ball. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Kings it out wide. He's got options out wide. That intervention was very necessary. Bernardo Silva, still goalless at the moment. Bernardo Silva cutting down that right flank, tries to dink it in. Timely intervention. Llorente, yeah, he's fouled him there. Dele Alli. Oh, well defended. That had to be done. Llorente. Now it's Messi. Oh, he's made sure that that won't get through. Tried to play it through.
Was too timid to make it through the defence. It'll be noted and improved upon, I'm sure.
Finds himself eased off the ball. It's a very good battle there, terrific to watch. The question, that's a foul. Llorente. Rudiger. Bernardo Silva. And here's Messi. Now the counter. Going through. Well, needless to say, he was expecting a better ball than that. Has he picked him out? Cuts it out. Rudiger. No goals as yet. And help's available out wide. Could be a chance. He's gone for it! Goal! The breakthrough strike!
What a great finish, but how about the touch? It just allowed him to put the ball exactly where he wanted it, and the rest became a formality.
Deadlock broken, it's 1-0.
Yeah, this is also a chance to see what happens to their level of concentration from here.
Breakthrough came in the final moments of the first period, and it's 1-0. It's Bernardo Silva. He's had a look. And now the breakaway. Foden plays it out to the wing. There's the half-time whistle. Here we are, off they go for half-time. The breakthrough did indeed come in the first half, but there has only been that one goal. It was very, very tight.
Well, that certainly pleased the fans, and the players are definitely happy with that scoreline. The question is now, can they protect it?
Leading 1-0 at the break. If you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half. A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference. Defending was strong and firm. Vinicius Junior hoists it forward, gets it back. Rice. Well, they've seen lots of the ball. Trying to go for it a bit of creativity and adventure.
Foden.
And the finish! Bernardo Silva. Messi. Bernardo Silva. Gets it back. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Tries lifting it over. It's the through ball. So still just a goal between them. Bernardo Silva. So we've reached the hour mark. Your impressions so far, Jim?
They're ahead, but they're not playing as if they are. There seems to be more of an emphasis on protecting their lead than adding to it. It's all gone a little timid.
That's a foul, no two ways about it. Whipped in.
Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
Well, hit and hope is just about the sum of it, isn't it, Jim?
Spot on, Peter.
Oh, real danger. Shot at goal! He has done it! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser. Wow, he was never going to miss from there.
Oh, look, there's only one player who merits all the praise for that. Not only did he finish it, but his instincts for being where he was are absolutely top-notch.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Yeah, for me, both sides are strong and well-matched, and I think you need to be a good player to be out there right now.
Battles to win it back. Oh, well intercepted, really alert to the danger. Out to the left it goes. Looking for a decent ball in. Well, the crowd clearly like what they just saw. Some real no-nonsense defending. And it's Bernardo Silva. Has a goal! It's bounced out! Oh, smart save. Knocks it away. The ball has crossed the line, and it's a throw. again for a throw-in. And here's Messi. Messi. It has gone through to him. Has a hit!
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
And the shot! It's anyone's ball.
Look, this can still go either way. It might be flowing one way, but there's still time for some ebb.
Good challenge, he just stood firm. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge.
You wonder if that's it now, but there may be one more opportunity, Pete.
Goes for goal! Oh, that's incredible! And that may just do it! Oh, high-quality goal, lovely first touch, sumptuous second. And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that favour.
That's how you make an impact as a sub. You know, when most are tiring, you can impose a freshness and energy to best effect. What an introduction.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Look, with time running out, they have to get the ball in the penalty box, and if it means a long punt, then so be it. They've got to give themselves a chance.
And here's Messi. Well weighted. Vinicius Junior. It's on, shapes to shoot! Oh, that's a terrific save from the keeper.
Well, that was high-class goalkeeping there to back up his high-class wage.
Messi with the short one. There are a few waiting for it. He's got options in the box if he gets his head up. He's been bundled over, that is a foul. So a chance to deliver a ball into the box. So who's he going to be aiming for here? This could fall anywhere. That'll go straight through to the keeper. So that's it. It is all over. Well, whatever the shortcomings on either side, it was a great game to watch. Just one between them. So a dramatic game decided in its very last moments.
Well, this looked like it had a draw written all over it, Peter, so credit where it's due. They found a way to win it, and they can take great satisfaction from never losing that focus.
So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very good evening. Well, a very good evening to you on what is pretty close to an ideal evening for football. There is barely a cloud evident. The world and his wife have gone to great lengths to be here for a match of great consequence and massive interest in these parts. Barely a breath of wind, so the football has no excuses for not being at its very best. The teams I know are pumped for this. And the shots! Oh, great save, real class.
Well, that was high-class goalkeeping there to back up his high-class weight.
Mbappe. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. Rodri. Pumps it into the area. Has a pop! Big relief, it just needed better contact. Marquinhos tries to get it forward quickly. Surely! Has a goal! There it is! The breakthrough strike! Lovely goal, perfect poise to set himself for the strike. Well, that has certainly made things interesting. Brahim Diaz. That's a good ball to find him. So who's he picking out? And that's been levered clear. He's gone for it! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
The defence did very well to be able to close him down in numbers like that. They basically suffocated his hopes.
Moves it over to the other flank. Loose ball, who's going to get that? Right through the middle. Mbappe! He's done very well to get to that.
Well, what can I say? Truly wonderful goalkeeping.
And he's there to clear it. That's a throw. Chooses to go back. Big chance! Oh, that is very close.
Ah, that's a great effort. There was very little backlift to indicate what was coming.
Marquinhos demonstrating fabulous determination. He just will not be beaten. Played out to the right. Going through. Promising cross. Lobs it in gently. Done very well to intervene. Brahim Diaz. Fabian Ruiz. Brahim Diaz. Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? Brahim Diaz with a delicate ball. Away from immediate danger. That's been won straight back. Hernandez.
Well, it seems obvious that the plan is to try and get their passing game going again, but not with that lack of quality.
No complaints about that challenge. Robust, but fair. He gets past his man. He's got away. He is not one readily to admit defeat. Don't be surprised if he tries that again. Over to the left. Gets the better of his man. Forward it goes. And the half-time whistle goes. And here we are, off they go for half-time. The breakthrough did indeed come in the first half, but there has only been that one goal. It is very, very tight.
Well, it hasn't exactly gone to plan so far, but there's no need to panic. There's still plenty of time to get back into this. As always, an early goal would help swing things back in their favour.
And we're off again.
Pontevedra need to get the balance right to sort this out. Ambition must be complemented by just the right amount of caution, and I think the more experienced players can oversee that.
And that has put paid to that. Good challenge, he just stood firm. Rodri. Cut out in the nick of time. Fabian Ruiz. Fabian Ruiz plays it forward. He ran himself into trouble there, free kick given away. Fabian Ruiz. He's gone for it! Back of the net! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser! Oh, high quality goal, lovely first touch, sumptuous second. And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Oh, look, Peter, I was on the fence before a ball was kicked, and I still haven't moved.
And he's shown him a clean pair of heels. Oh, the defence got the better of him this time, but I'm sure he'll go again. Brahim Diaz. Oh, that's clearly not what he wanted to do. And it's played forward. Rodri drives it forward. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Just brushed off the ball there. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. And shot at goal! It's in! And they're back in front!
Yeah, looking back at that, that's how you play on the counter. Quick and decisive and ruthless with the finish. I thought it was a stunning, stunning breakaway.
He's made it two, and no doubt he's hungry for more. Time for changes on both sides, actually. So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Gets it back.
Well, the omens aren't looking favourable for them because they're chasing the ball too much.
Rodri.
This defence is wary about opposition pace.
So they're just not getting too tight.
Yeah, they know that if they step up, their keeper could get a whole lot busier.
Gabriel Jesus hoists it forward.
Pontevedra are actually displaying tremendous fighting spirit. There's a real belief that they could still have a say.
He's got away. Drilled it. And the finish! Quality ball drilled in low.
Oh, how has that not ended up in the back of the net? There was a cracking ball in the way he drilled it across and kept it down too.
Kimmich. Gabriel Jesus.
Pontevedra are definitely not going down without a scrap. Their attitude just can't be faulted.
And that'll go straight through to the keeper.
This is good ball retention, and it should be enough from here, but they want to double their advantage.
He's not played the ball, that's a foul. And it's Gaia. They are right into last chance territory. Gabriel has a hit! And the keeper barely had to move.
Well, from a good position, the keeper really ought to have had to work harder.
Battles to win it back. Gabriel Jesus finds... Whistle's gone, that's a foul. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture.
Look, Peter, what they need now are cool heads and discipline, and instead it looks like they've got a liability in their side.
Very little. He's had a crack. Oh, smart save. He had plenty to do.
Well, I thought his starting position was good, and that helped the keeper to judge the flight of the ball and deal with it well.
Forward it goes. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Well, a full-blooded contest. Both teams had their moments, but they are beaten by the odd goal. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
It can be difficult at times playing in front of your own fans if you're not living up to the expectations. And I think with confidence looking a little fragile at the moment, they were playing not to lose more than trying to win, and I think everything was just a letdown because of that.
Thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you. Well, a very good evening to you as you join us for tonight's live game. Unfortunately, our weather forecast is somewhat less than promising. We're told to expect intermittent spells of heavy rain, which might very well impact on the quality of the football later. It'll certainly add a new dimension, especially for those players who like to keep hold of the ball. A few anxious faces hoping it will all somehow stay away, but I have to tell you that we are told is an extremely unlikely scenario. This place simply a mundo. Has a go! Alexander-Arnold. Robertson. Delivers across. Can he shoot? Oh, that's a fine challenge. Hoists it forward. And here's the chance to counter. Dembele takes the long option.
Well, I don't think it was the wisest option, Peter, once he got into that position. It's not as if he didn't have people nearby.
Fabinho does well there, alert. And it's Salah. Benzema. He's tried one! Oh, it's a searing run. He is a man on a mission. And the flag has stayed down. And he's there to hoof it away. And they've got it back as soon as they gave it away. No change to the score. 0-0 it remains. Gets on the end of it, goes for goal! Mohamed Salah puts his foot on the gas. A real chance to break. Gets the better of his man. Keeps everyone guessing. So who's he picking out? Cleared away. He's played him through. Defence got the better of him this time, but I'm sure he'll go again. Oh, it's Dembele. And here's Dembele. Ball's loose, who's getting there? There's the delivery. It's well blocked, and back out it comes. Robertson. Breaks on here. Saka provides an outlet, gets away from his opponent, he's had a go! Did really well to intervene and dispel the growing danger. Ake drives it forward. Savic. It's come through, shoots! Trying to get there. Oh, that is asking for trouble. Ake can get it clear. It's an entertaining game, this. Both teams have had shots. And the shot! We can get that clear. He's made sure that that won't get through. Well, that's where he wants it. Benzema. Some clever movement up front.
Yeah, they're playing with a false nine, and no one's really holding a fixed position up there.
How does that work?
Well, I think it's an attempt to just confuse this defence with constant interchange and different movement.
Plays it long, right through the middle. Hits one! And he's there to make a great save.
Oh, that's a sparkling save, absolutely sparkling. His reflexes were ultra sharp.
Clears it out of harm's way. Valverde. Oh, it's Dembele. And he's cut it out. And the referee brings the first half to a close. So both sides have drawn blanks. They have toiled at times, but it's not been a bad game by any means. And we are up to the break.
What an end to the half, Peter. A lot of the best action of the half coming at the very end, and I get the feeling the second half may well start in similar fashion, as we'd love to see this momentum maintained, so I'm looking forward to what's to come.
No goals at this stage, but certainly not devoid of action. It is 0-0 here at half-time. And we're off again.
Well, the first half didn't really produce the goals we'd have liked. Hopefully they've been saved for the second. For that to be the case, though, we'll need to see more energy and invention early on.
It's on a plate. He's gone for it. They've done it. And finally, he has breathed life into the game.
Well, that defence just wasn't expecting their midfield to mess up then, so when they did, they were caught completely cold by such a swift breakaway and such a well-worked finish too.
Deadlock broken, it's 1-0.
Well, listen, a few words of advice and encouragement from the manager during the break can often straighten things out, and it's paid off here.
He acknowledges that he should have come up with something better there.
Was too timid to make it through the defence. It'll be noted and improved upon, I'm sure.
Now the counter. Oh, great ball! Tries a shot! It's in! 2 up now, and they are cruising. That really was a thing of beauty, curled in effortlessly.
You know, I'm not going to be hard on the goalkeeper because that moved all over the place on its journey.
So that's 2 now without reply.
No doubt as to who has the momentum here now. The only doubt is how many is coming.
And that is as far as they're going to go. It's got through to him. Too much on that, it's gone out. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. And it's Benzema. Questions were asked, but he's given the answers. And they've been given a corner. Savic tries to clear. Defending was strong and firm. And here's Dembele. Surely a shot. Davis. Header! No mistake! What a super header, dispatched beautifully.
Well, look, it's often the timing of the jump that dictates what you can do with any header, and if you get it slightly wrong, then you'll struggle, but that was beautifully met, it really was.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, it was important they didn't get ahead of themselves and lose their discipline. This game plan could now well reward them with an equaliser.
Throw it. Into a dangerous position. Ake cuts it out. Well, that goal really has stirred things up. The cat right amongst the pigeons now.
Yeah, Peter, the cushion is gone, and it may get a little bumpier over the next few minutes, but it doesn't have to mean a momentum switch. If they can gather themselves quickly, they can hit back. Aruzatanke showing a little more urgency now, and to be honest, Peter, this is what's required.
Well, hit and hope is just about the sum of it, isn't it, Jim?
Just has to be done.
Valverde, Benzema, and here's Dembele. Benzema, oh, shooting chance! A great save, real class.
Benzema simply didn't do anything wrong. He was thwarted by brilliance.
Up he gets! Trying, the outcome could so easily have been different.
A more than decent attempt, Peter.
Have got changes here, from both sides in fact. Conte. Saka is onto it and can take it up.
There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed, but will they?
Good ball, it's found its target.
Peter, they have to fight the onset of desperation and keep enough cool heads to still deliver.
What an adventurous run from a defender. That's a good ball to find him. Dembele finds himself offside.
Aruzutanke are actually displaying tremendous fighting spirit. There's a real belief that they can still have a say.
The ball needed to be better there, it's a wasted chance. Played out to the right. And it's Benzema. Just a few more moments for them to hang on. Hit into the middle. Cleared away.
Aruzutanke have a simple task to find something sustained now and keep the pressure on.
Now it's Mane.
Yeah, it's safe to say that they just need to manage this to secure the win now.
Dembele tries to float one. Oh, that's a fine save!
Well, as Tesco, Peter, the keeper has just received an A+ grade.
The message is simple, defend this with your lives. And he just whacks it away. They get a throw in. Hoists it high. Oh, well defended. That had to be done. Conte. And that will be the final act. Whatever the shortcomings on either side, it was a great game to watch. Just one between them. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Well, they approached this with a very definite game plan, and I think to a large extent they remain true to that, and we can give the manager a big pat on the back.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you. Well, sadly for those who are exposed to the elements, I'm afraid that the clouds have opened up and it is teeming down here. There are some fans who are going to get very, very wet. Having said which, there are almost no empty seats. It is a terrific turnout under the circumstances. There's nowhere else to go, in truth, if you want to see this much-anticipated game. So, come rain or come shine, we are here and really looking forward to it.
The unique shape of this stadium makes it a spectacular sight.
Well, this is the perfect game for all parties, not least the neutrals who've just come to enjoy it.
Yes, Peter, it's a shame it's only a friendly, but then again, that may help us see a more expressive attacking contest. And I'd be prepared to settle for a clash of lesser intensity in favour of lots of flair, skill and plenty of tricks and a few goals. I suspect I've probably...
Well, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Good challenge. He just stood firm. Loses his balance and loses the ball. Has a pop! No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Oh, he's really drilled it.
Fabian Ruiz.
And it's Dybala. Dybala
was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Oh, he's taken out, that'll be a foul. It's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes.
Whistle's gone, that's a foul.
Dele Alli,
out towards the flank. Questions were asked, but he's given the answers. Oh, no question, that's a foul.
Daya.
It's on a plate, has a pop! The purest possible contact, what a fabulous strike.
Yeah, I just thought he made great use of his upper body there. It would have taken something really special to keep that on.
Deadlock broken, it's 1-0.
Still a fragile lead, though. They can't afford to sit on this.
That's great strength on the ball. Hits one! They've scored! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Well, I think two keepers would have had a hard time keeping that one out, never mind one. There was real venom in the strike and clear composure from the placement.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Oh, I think the coach will really be annoyed with that. The players were still thinking about their goal and just got caught napping.
Could move up a gear here. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here.
Kimmich.
Tries to get it forward quickly. He's made sure that that won't get through. Driving on now, what can they conjure from here? It's a very good battle there, terrific to watch. A heavy challenge. And here's Dybala. It's Gabriel Jesus! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Well, as tests go, Peter, the keeper has just received an A+ grade.
Out to the right. Decent looking ball. And the finish! Fabian Ruiz drives it forward. He came in hard, very hard. No complaints about that challenge. Robust but fair. It's Dybala. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. Gets it back. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. And here's Dybala. The referee's awarded a free kick. And that's sprayed out wide. Beautifully done. Finds himself eased off the ball. Fabian Ruiz. Gabriel Jesus. Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. There's the whistle for half-time. Well, it has been an even contest, as the scoreline suggests, and it has been more than decent to watch. It's been a decent 45 minutes. Competitive, certainly, and a goal each. And that's the second half started. Dele Alli. Hoists it forward. Gabriel Jesus. Plays it out to the flank. Kimmich, unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. This is quite a run, and he's not done yet. Plenty waiting in the middle. Well, that looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Had a shot. Oh, denied brilliantly.
Oh, that's a sparkling save. Absolutely sparkling. His reflexes were ultra sharp.
And it's played forward. It's been intercepted, and that will come to nothing. Forward it goes. Fabian Ruiz. Gabriel Jesus. Gabriel Jesus! Oh, that's a terrific save from the keeper.
Well, you can't ask for much more than that. A difficult moment he simply had to deal with.
A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Gabriel Jesus shapes to shoot! Another big chance that gets away.
Pontevedra really putting a few chances together here. Taking one can only add to such good momentum now.
some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change. Gabriel Jesus has been withdrawn here, but he's certainly made his mark.
Well, has he done enough since his goal? Is the feeling that he's lost his appetite for another? It's difficult to be sure exactly what the thinking is, but his race is certainly run now.
Oh, good interception. Brings it forward. And he's away. The defence got the better of him this time, but I'm sure he'll go again. Loose ball, who's going to get that?
Yeah, that's top defending and preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
Promising move that, good inroads into enemy territory, but no joy. Tries to get it forward quickly. Dele Alli.
Pontevedra merit full marks for their attitude and application in trying to win this. It means an awful lot, obviously. Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Kimmich drives it forward.
Pontevedra showing a good level of intensity at this stage. They're calling on all their resources now.
Hoists it forward. This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go-for-it territory right now.
Dele Alli. It's a brilliant interception. Chance! It's broken loose. Great reaction. Lobs it in gently. And a shot! Oh, that's a fine save!
Well, what can I say? Truly wonderful goalkeeping.
All hands on deck for this one. Fabian Ruiz.
And there goes the final whistle. A game chock full of moments and talking points. It could have gone either way, but chose in the end to share its spoils. It ends in a highly entertaining draw. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Yeah, this looked the most likely outcome, but we've had a good variety in this game, despite it being anticlimactic.
That's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin, a very good evening to you all. Well, sadly for those who are exposed to the elements, I'm afraid that the clouds have opened up and it is teeming down here. There are some fans who are going to get very, very wet. Having said which, there are almost no empty seats. It is a terrific turnout under the circumstances. There's nowhere else to go, in truth, if you want to see this much-anticipated game. So, come rain or come shine, we are here. That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. He gets the ticking off and needs to be very careful now.
Well, he knew what he was taking on there, Peter, and special delivery from the ref.
Oh, nearly. Mbappe. He's made sure that that won't get through. Llorente. Chelhanoglu. And it's Messi. And the through ball is intercepted. Ball's loose, who's getting there? Well, the defence got the better of him this time, but I'm sure he'll go again. Çalhanoğlu. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Isak tries to stroke it through. He's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Done very well to intervene. So it is still 0-0. Bernardo Silva drives it in. There will be a throw-in. Llorente. And here's Çalhanoğlu. This is gone, that's a foul.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
And the potential here for the first goal of the game. He'll fancy himself from here. Messi! Ball's out on the left now. Mbappe. Referee's given a throw. Granit Xhaka. Ricardo Pereira. He's got options out wide. That intervention was very necessary. Bernardo Silva. Messi. Çalhanoğlu, Llorente, and it's Messi. Looking to get within range. It's a very good battle there, terrific to watch. Cuts it out. Llorente. Mbappe battles to win it back. He wasn't very far from making something happen by himself. Lovely to see. Vinicius Junior. Can he deliver? He's had a goal! A potential goal of the season contender, if only.
Vinicius Junior can really show some outlandish skills, which is always welcome and obviously refreshing.
Tries to get it clear. Çalhanoğlu! Oh, what a wonderful stop!
Çalhanoğlu really must have felt he had the measure of the keeper then, but how wrong he was.
In with the challenge. Looks to dink one in. That has put a stop to that. And the whistle has gone for a reckless challenge there. He's pulled off a fine save.
The keeper really dug out his defence then. A magnificent effort.
he came in hard, very hard. Calhanoglu. Bernardo Silva. Calhanoglu. He's in, and Messi! The captain scores!
Well, look, captains so often feel a greater responsibility to come up with something a little extra, especially approaching the break. He knew the significance in striking before it. The dressing room moods now will be very, very different.
Even some of the opposing...
It's going to be the final action of the first half. So there you have it, a close-fought half of football. It still had its moments. It ultimately produced just one goal. A decent game up to now.
Well, that certainly pleased the fans, and the players are definitely happy with that scoreline. The question is now, can they protect it?
Leading 1-0 at the break. Already up and running for the second.
And the finish! Oh, that's a terrific save from the keeper.
Well, as test goalkeeper, the keeper has just received an A+ grade.
And it's played forward. He acknowledges that he should have come up with something better there.
Look, he's offering an apology to his teammate, who's clearly miffed at not being picked out despite making what looked like the right run.
Vinicius Junior. Forward it goes. Granit Xhaka. Oh, well intercepted, really alert to the danger. Messi. Hoists it forward. Rodri. Granit Xhaka. Mbappe. Tried to play it through.
Yeah, I mean, I think he did well to spot the run. He just didn't get enough behind it. It happens.
It's Bernardo Silva. Messi. Isaac. Mbappe pushes to get on the end of it. Isaac. Has he picked him out? He's been bundled over. That is a foul.
No messing about, it is red. Well, the protest continues, but in the end they are defending the indefensible.
Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men.
I gave him a decision to make, Peter. Concede the foul or expose his keeper to a one-on-one encounter.
There is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change.
Well, who knows, Peter? It may turn out to be a pivotal moment when we're reflecting back.
He's shaping up to have a crack from here. He's trying the shot.
Up to meet it! They've scored!
Great corner, and he did the rest.
Well, look, it's often the timing of the jump that dictates what you can do with any header, and if you get it slightly wrong, then you'll struggle. But that was beautifully met, it really was.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Yeah, it's a very good contest with two very good sides, and with such great individual talent on show, it could go either way.
And it's Shaka. He's looked long this time. It's out for a goal kick. Tries to get it forward quickly. Messi plays it forward. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. Speculative strike. Taken out, that'll be a foul. Oh, that's a booking, always looked it. De Bruyne. Vinicius Junior. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. And it's De Bruyne. Little doubt, that is a foul. Messi. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside.
Look, this can still go either way. It might be flowing one way, but there's still time for some ebb.
Got changes here from both sides, in fact. And he's shown him a clean pair of heels.
Concentration levels are very good, and
That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Just brushed off the ball there.
look, this can still go either way. It might be flowing one way, but there's still time for some ebb.
Edison sends that a long way. The ball needed to be better there, it's a wasted chance. Keeper sends it forward.
And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside.
And back to base. And it's De Bruyne.
They seem to have lost their sense of direction. It should be higher up the pitch.
And here's De Bruyne. That's gone a long way up and away.
Well, both sides might have to settle for a draw here, although there's...
That's a foul, no two ways about it. It's a loose ball.
Shoots! Try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Good effort, very good effort. He would have at least wanted to make the keeper work, though.
Hoists it forward. De Bruyne. That is terrific skill. It really is now or never. They need a goal however it comes. De Bruyne. Help's available out wide. And he's cut it out. And that has been clubbed away. And the referee brings it to a close. Well, nobody is totally satisfied, but it was a more than decent game, a super watch, and it ends in a draw. Your reflections then, Jim?
Yeah, this looked the most likely outcome, but we've had a good variety in this game, despite it being anticlimactic.
Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you. Good evening wherever you are on this most pleasant evening. There has been a clamour to get inside the ground tonight for a much anticipated game. The roads outside of the stadium have been bumper to bumper with traffic. The car parks are full. There is a torrent of humankind making its way from the nearby station, and we expect every seat to be filled. An atmosphere of great expectation and excitement. And this must be amongst the favoured arenas of supporters all over the world. It really does have a very special feel to it.
And the finish! And he nearly went all the way.
Well, the run was really impressive. The finish was depressive, and expectations were not met.
Foden out for a throw. How about a shot?
Oh, well defended, that had to be done.
Pinged forward. Kane looks to get on the end of this. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Away from immediate danger. Yep, it's a corner. Knocks it away.
Hits one! Chip through. Looking to get within range. Could move up a gear here.
Kane plays it out to the wing.
He's left his man. Got a sight of goal. Real chance! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Okay, it's come to nothing, but it's a warning of further threat on the break.
If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals.
Yeah, that's top defending and preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
And it's hoisted clear. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Alexander-Arnold. Tries to get it forward quickly.
Big chance! It's in! Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Well, I think two keepers would have had a hard time keeping that one out, never mind one. There was real venom in the strike and clear composure from the placement.
Deadlock broken, it's 1-0.
Yeah, and they know there's plenty of work left in this one, Peter, before they can actually say that the job is over.
Forward, what does he try from here? Hoists it forward. He's made sure that that won't get through. Oh, terrible mistake. Chance! Gets the better of his man. And it's played forward. He is not one readily to admit defeat. Don't be surprised if he tries that again. He's had a shot! A real chance and a real let-off.
Well, the mile just served up a reminder of how good they can be on the break. Their method is clear.
The ball needed to be better there. It's a wasted chance. Forward it goes. Hoists it forward. Foden. Timely intervention. And they've been caught out here. Gets away from his opponents. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. That is going to be the final action of the first half. So there you have it, a close-fought half of football. The top have still had its moments, but ultimately produced just one goal. A more than decent game up to now.
Not the most convincing of displays. They could certainly do much better than this. They'll want to keep things simple, build up their confidence and not rush into mistakes.
Already up and running for the second half.
Well, I'm sure the managers talk the talk, and now it's time for these players to walk the walk and deliver a rousing response to a rousing team talk.
And it's played forward. There really wasn't very much in that. Not far away from being a telling final ball.
But De Mayo seemed to have chosen a tougher route through the middle. That was easily read and dealt with.
Van Dijk cuts it out. Looking for space out wide. Oh, he's been flattened there. Gets it back. That's good progress he's made on the ball. Where to next? Over to the left. He spotted the run and played him through. defending was strong and firm. Foden is fouled. So what can they conjure from this one? And this is the perfect opportunity to create a cushion between the sides. Oh, he's pulled off a fine save.
Well, I thought his starting position was good, and that helped the keeper to judge the flight of the ball and deal with it well.
Alexander-Arnold. Oh, well intercepted, really alert to the danger. Robertson. And here's the chance to counter. And it's been taken straight back. That's a decent ball. Yet another to add to football's endless list of could-haves and should-haves.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
It's a loose ball. Oh, needless to say, he was expecting a better ball than that. And that is as far as they're going to go. Oh, good. Hits one! And yes, it's there! They have come roaring back.
Looking back at that, that's how you play on the counter. Quick and decisive and ruthless with the finish. I thought it was a stunning, stunning breakaway.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Yeah, it's a very good contest with two very good sides, and with such great individual talent on show, it could go either way.
Van Dijk does well there, alert. It's come loose. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. So a chance here, what can they make of it? And it's Conte. Chance! Throws it in, up to meet it! In for the forward! Oh, taken with style! And the comeback is complete! That's no fluke, it's what he was there for.
Oh, Peter, you can't teach that. You either have it or you don't. His anticipation is on another level to everyone else's. Superb.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
That's how you make an impact as a sub. You know, when most are tiring, you can impose a freshness and energy to best effect. What an introduction.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
That intervention was very necessary.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Loose ball, who's going to get there?
Time is ticking away, and they're playing as if they're defending a lead. They've got to get it up the pitch.
Gnabry! Gnabry! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different. Desperate defending required here. To get it forward quickly. That's a promising ball. And Dyke tries to clear. He could be in here. Has a goal! Great effort, beautifully taken.
That's a great effort. There was very little backlift to indicate what was coming.
Almost there, and the players can feel it. He gets past his man, battles to win it back, steered forward, and the referee brings it to a close. What a match, what a comeback. That is how to respond to adversity. Truly deserving winners. The end of the game. Reflections?
Oh, what a game. That's what you call seizing the moment. Once the first went in, they became possessed. Absolutely fantastic.
So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very good evening. Well, good day to you wherever you are. You join us on a day where the weather just may have an impact on a football match that has been much anticipated. It's dry at the moment, and the forecast is that it will be wet, perhaps very wet by the time the game is underway, and certainly by the time of the second half. The crowd, though, are here, and they are in good form. There's a right old cacophony going on. The atmosphere is terrific, and kick-off is moments away. It is a venue, this, which simply adds to the spectacle of the game it stages. One of the most impressive arenas in this part of the world. Two high-profile, high-caliber teams. This is a welcome event for all these supporters.
Well, on the face of it, Peter, we would appear to have a high-caliber meeting with very little at stake. But then you consider a chance for one or two of the fringe players to get a look in, and this becomes a big incentive. It changes the dynamic. So there's plenty at stake for them, which will do no harm to the energy levels and the overall conviction, and hopefully the style of contest.
If you're just joining us, we are already underway. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Yeah, Bernardo Silva. He's a real box of tricks, Peter, with a super first touch and a really nice, silky smooth dribbling style. He's also got an eye for a telling pass, and he's a more than decent finisher too. What we don't usually comment on is his phenomenal work rate, and that will be a standout.
Sane has got himself a free kick. Looks to thread it through, cut out in the nick of time. Done very well to intervene. Finds himself eased off the ball. Valverde.
Just to point out, Peter, that the fullbacks are quite high.
And what are they trying to achieve?
Well, it's obviously a move to push the opposition wide men back and give them more to think about. It's not the game we were hoping for, Peter. I think both of these keepers could text about their respective uninvolvement.
Benzema. Oh, what a ball! And he's cut it out. Could be thinking about a shot here. Now it's Sane. Oh, well defended. That had to be done. Bernardo Silva. That's one way of trying to make things happen. There's a few who could follow that example. He's made sure that that won't get through. Guerrero. Calhanoglu. Rice. And it's Calhanoglu. Plays it out to the flank. Sane needed to come up with a better ball.
Yeah, the idea was right, the delivery wasn't. They can revisit that further on.
Salah. Now it's Mohamed Salah. Sane. Oh, real danger here. Oh, sweet feet. Davis. Whistle's gone, that's foul. Rudiger. Bernardo Silva. Rice. Good spell of possession this, but very little to show for it. And the first half is done, so neither team has broken through. It's not for the want of trying. It's been an interesting game up to now, but still goals. Some first half thoughts?
Well, they look lost for ideas and lacking in talent, which all contributes to a chronic case of impotence.
Interesting half, just missing goals, so don't be surprised if the second half brings a change to the scoreline at the break, 0-0. So we're just settling back into this second half.
Well, the first half didn't really produce the goals we'd have liked. Hopefully they've been saved for the second. For that to be the case, though, we need to see more energy and invention early on.
No, that's not the ball he wanted. Çalhanoğlu, played into space out wide, going through. That intervention was very necessary. Ake gets rid without sophistication. And it's Çalhanoğlu. Gets good distance on it. Well positioned to make that interception. Bernardo Silva. Rice tries to get it forward quickly. Coaxed through there. It's a loose ball. Rice. And we're still waiting for a goal to report here. Tries to stroke it through, dashing forward at pace. He gets past his man. Too much on it, and that's the keeper's. Very little to report from an attacking perspective. Jim, it's a cagey old game.
Well, I think it's a fair reflection on what we've seen so far. Neither side has produced that many efforts at goal simply because respective defences have been strong.
And here's Benzema. He's being closely tested here. That's a foul, no two ways about it. There's some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change. So we have a double substitution going on here. Davis. Ake. Mohamed Salah. Benzema has a goal! And that's caused a worry or two.
Well, the look on his face says it all.
And back to base. Rudiger. And it's played forward. Gets away from his opponent. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner. Tries to get it clear. Goes for goal! Hoists it forward. And it's Rudiger. Oh, he's not going to get that.
Look, this can still go either way. It might be flowing one way, but there's still time for some ebb.
Benzema. And here's Sané. Davis. Sané. Davis. Oh, that is... He's gone for it! Good stop. That wasn't easy.
Valverde simply didn't do anything wrong. He was thwarted by brilliance.
Great leap!
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
The ball needed to be better there. It's a wasted chance.
Look, this can still go either way. It might be flowing one way, but there's still time for some ebb.
Rice out to the right. Davis gets his... Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Now this could be a pivotal moment. Dying minutes, free kick, great position. And a great opportunity to open the scoring here. It's De Bruyne. Little doubt, that is a foul. And he's going to have his name taken. Oh, he's taken out. That'll be a foul. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. Forward it goes. And he's got the ball glued to his feet.
You wonder if that's it now, but there may be one more opportunity, Peter, for a late steal here.
No, that's too long. And that's that, and stalemate. One, if not for fans, then perhaps for coaches, satisfied by organisation and solidity. A little cutting edge at either end, and it finishes 0-0. Your reflections then, Jim?
Yeah, this looked the most likely outcome, but we've had a good variety in this game, despite it being anticlimactic.
So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom, and to wish you all a very good evening. Well, a very warm welcome to you on this most pleasantly clear evening. Conditions absolutely beautiful. Perfect for the beautiful game. Temperatures are kind as well. No doubt playing a hand in high attendance levels as well as an elevated level of anticipation here. Surely this is the hot ticket going around in this neck of the woods. It surely must be. And we have in front of us this gloriously imposing arena, absolutely picture perfect for a game of this nature. Two high-profile, high-caliber teams. This is a welcome event for all these supporters.
Yes, Peter, it's a shame it's only a friendly, but then again, that may help us see a more expressive attacking contest. And I'd be prepared to settle for a clash of lesser intensity in favour of lots of flair, skill and plenty of tricks and a few goals. I suspect I've probably overstretched my level of greed here.
the way. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Yeah, Alisson. He's an excellent shot stopper, Peter, first and foremost, but he's just as good at creating chances as he is snuffing them out. He can spread the ball out quickly to both wings, whether it be with an accurate long pass or a quick throw, and that places him in the top order of the world's keepers.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him. Gets wrestled off the ball. Vinicius Junior, and it's Messi. Messi gets it out to the wing. Messi is alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Savic. Messi. Alvaro Tejero. Van Dijk. He's left his man. Chance. Oh, well played. He needed to get that right. Llorente gets rid without sophistication. Seems now to be all about width.
Well, when you have the personnel to create in wide areas, then they need to see as much of the ball as possible.
And it's Messi. He's tried one. Oh, that was no routine save.
Yeah, I thought the keeper did well to retrieve that. They work all week on that sort of situation, and he reacted very well then.
Still going. Where to next? Nicely measured pass. So it is still 0-0. Vinicius Junior. He's got options out wide. Battles to win it back. It's a very good battle there, terrific to watch. Saka. Let's put a stop to that. Vinicius Junior. He's come through and he's had a quick look inside. A good challenge, stood up well against his man. Aimed in towards the centre. Can he deliver? Back in once more. Hits one! And he's done it!
Yeah, looking back at that, that's how you play on the counter. Quick and decisive and ruthless with the finish. I thought it was a stunning, stunning breakaway.
A 1-0 lead established.
Well, just listen to the reaction. I think you can hear the approval from the support all around the stadium.
Is there any support? He might not need it. That's one way of trying to make things happen. There's a few who could follow that example. Guerrero hoists it forward. Oh, well intercepted, really alert to the danger. Savic. Out to the left it goes. Good run down the left. What can they make of it? Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? It's come loose. Savic.
He's picked him out. Well, he acknowledges that he should have come up with something better there.
Look, he's offering an apology to his teammate, who's clearly miffed at not being picked out despite making what looked like the right run.
Savic. What a ball! Big chance! Oh, that's a fine save!
Oh, that's a sparkling save. Absolutely sparkling. His reflexes were ultra sharp.
And he just whacks it away. Saka is flagged offside. And the first half is done. So there you have it, a close fourth half of football, but one that still had its moments, but ultimately produced just one goal. A more than decent game up to now.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time, because in truth they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
And we're off again.
Well, I'm sure the manager's talked the talk, and now it's time for these players to walk the walk and deliver a rousing response to a rousing team talk.
Well, that's where he wants it. He's made sure that that won't get through. Alexander-Arnold. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Good ball. Now a chance to break. And Messi! Sticks it away! And there's the goal they've been looking for. And that really is so impressive.
I think he just thought about trying his luck from further out there, but why bother when you can worm your way through a defence like that? It's terrific play to get through and score.
So that's 2 now without reply.
That second goal has such a polarising effect on prospective moods. I mean, one team are under more pressure now to get the next goal, and the other will fancy their chances of turning 2 into 3.
Vinicius Junior gets his foot in there. Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there.
They must set the right tone now and give themselves a foothold to get back into this. The next goal is key, and they've got to show the hunger and desire to score it.
And here's Messi, played into the middle.
Well, that's the first attempt, Peter, we've seen at one of those raking passes just to spread the play.
Can't get the better of his opposite number. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. Oh, that is lovely footwork. He's in space and looking for options. Well, that is asking for trouble. Danger averted for now. Forward it goes. No, that's not the ball he wanted. He's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Lovely feet. Pumps it into the area. And out it comes again. Oh, needless to say, he was expecting a better ball than that. Has a pop! Oh, taken with style! Right back in the game! Terrible error, duly punished. This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, it was important they didn't get ahead of themselves and lose their discipline. This game plan could near well reward them with an equaliser.
Guerrero. Llorente. He's coming on the right now. What's on? And here's Messi. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. And it's played forward. Beautifully done. More than happy to take the muscular approach.
There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed, but will they?
Oh, he's got a crucial block in there. And he's there to hoof it away. Alvaro Tejero. Van Dijk. Messi tries to get it forward quickly. And now the breakaway. Sticks in a foot to win it back. Kyle Walker. It's a good run down the right. Where could this lead? Just 5 minutes remaining now. Defending of the desperate variety. Oh, really good feet from him. They need to get it in quick. Tries lifting it over. Saka gets flagged offside.
Well, it remains to be seen whether they can come up with that little bit of class to rescue this situation, and it needs to be any time now, really.
Alisson gets it upfield. Vinicius Junior. Good challenge, he just stood firm.
I think it's time for them to concentrate on...
That's a foul. Simple decision for the referee. Away from immediate danger. Guerrero. And there goes the final whistle. Super game. It might have tipped in either direction, tiny margins, but they just lost it. And after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
It can be difficult at times playing in front of your own fans if you're not living up to the expectations. And I think with confidence looking a little fragile at the moment...